evening, everyone. I'm Susan Wiggins, and I want to warmly welcome you to the very first Girls Inc. of Columbus, Phenix City, and Russell County Strong, Smart, Bold virtual gala. I was honored to be asked by Girls Inc. to be your MC for this evening, so I'm really thrilled to be here. And so much so because this organization has always meant a lot to me and has a special place in my heart. I served on the board of Girls Inc. for many years alongside the incomparable Dorothy Hyatt, who I am thrilled to tell you we're going to hear from tonight. So just wait till you see that sweet gal again. I truly saw during those years firsthand the powerful impact that Girls Inc. has on the lives of the girls who attend there. And in our community, that is some 1,300 girls a year. Think how large that impact is, how many families are impacted, and what a blessing it is to our community to have this. And I am personally passionate about the mission of Girls Inc., which is to grow girls strong, smart, and bold. I'm sorry that we can't be together in person this evening as we have been in the past, but boy, am I thrilled that we have this technology that we can get together virtually like this. And more importantly still, that we have the opportunity to support Girls Inc. Now, when Shannon Reynolds called from Girls Inc. and asked me to MC this event this evening, I really couldn't say no because it's just such a great cause and a great organization. But I was certain that she wasn't aware of my level of technical expertise, and I was a little bit hesitant to tell her this story. But when our church had to do its first broadcast live online, about an hour I watched the service, and about an hour after the church service was over, my phone rang, and a good friend of mine called me. And now some of you know I'm real good friends with Helen Johnson, but it wasn't Helen Johnson because Helen would have passed this along to all of her friends and all of mine before she called me. This good friend called me and very calmly said, Paula Acton, she said, Susan, are you aware that you posted a video of yourself in bed this morning on Facebook? Well, after I stopped screaming into the telephone, Paula calmly told me how to pull it up, how to find it, and better yet, how to remove it from Facebook. So that happened, and I was terrified that I had broadcast that into the homes of all my fellow church members, but Paula calmly assured me that I did not do that. So there is a question about what all might happen tonight, and the incomparable and wonderful Oz Roberts from Aflac heard this story. And he called me up and very graciously offered to come over and assist me with the technical aspects of the broadcast this evening. So I'm here to tell you this is all due and thanks to Oz Roberts, and he has put a lot of time into this, and I could not be here without him. So I am most grateful, Oz Roberts, for all that you have done for this to be a successful event. He was a longtime board member of Girls Inc., and his daughter is the reigning Miss Columbus teen, and he is just a big believer in raising strong, smart, and bold girls himself. Another great thing about being virtual tonight is that we were able to reach beyond the bounds of our community. And this is a national broadcast. We have people registered and online right now. We're hearing from them from Seattle, Washington, to New York City, to Las Vegas, my mothership, Chicago, San Antonio, Texas, Panama City, Florida, Omaha, Nebraska, and all points in between. So welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. Get ready to really enjoy what's ahead tonight. We have a fun-filled evening planned celebrating 68 years of service of Girls Inc. serving girls. You're going to hear truly about the critical work they do in this community from the experts who know it best, the girls themselves. You're going to meet some of our fabulous alumni, as well as current girls who are being empowered now to be strong, smart, and bold. We are going to pay tribute to some amazing people whose legacy at Girls Inc. will live for generations. And you're going to be blown away by a special music performance by one of our very own girls at Girls Inc., Olivia Garcia. Just wait till you meet her. We could not be here tonight without the support of our generous sponsors, who we're so grateful to, so appreciative to. Our presenting sponsor this evening is Aflac. Our strong sponsor is a wonderful anonymous donor, and our smart sponsors are the W.C. Bradley Company and TSIS. We are blessed in this community to have so many corporations that care so much about giving back to this community to make it a wonderful place for people to live, work, and play. We also want to thank the hardworking board of directors of Girls Inc. Let me just tell you, if you go on this board, it's not a name only, put your name on a piece of paper. They expect you to roll your sleeves up, get involved with the clubs, get involved with the girls, and go to work. This Girl Can, and you're going to hear a lot about This Girl Can tonight, campaign models who you have seen, if you're in this area, you've seen on some billboards around town. All right, now, since I'm such a crackerjack technical person, I know y'all impressed with that, I'm going to give you a few tips about how to navigate our virtual gala. This window is the main stage where you're seeing me. It's also my home. So occasionally you might see a little black Scottish Terrier over my shoulder lying on top of the furniture. That would be Andy. He is my chief grip and assistant this evening. To the right of this screen, you'll see a chat feature, and people are already chatting it up. So you guys let us hear from you. Let us know where you are. You can make any comments you want. I especially want you to respond to the girls after you've met them, because be prepared to be blown away. We also, excuse me, but I know what this is. We have a hashtag. It is hashtag FFB This Girl Can. Use it, okay? And then below the chat button is a donate button. So let me just get on that for a second. I spent 45 years in the corporate world, and I have often been called direct by people who know me, direct, assertive, and yes, even bold. And a few other words that mean the same thing, but not quite as flattering. But I believe in cutting to the chase and asking for what you want, because if you don't, nobody knows. So what we want this evening is donations to Girls Inc. That's what we're all about. We want to raise some money. We have an ambitious goal, $60,000, but we can do it. I know we can do it. And I want, when you see the impact on the lives of the people you're going to meet, think about this staff, this dedicated staff that works at Girls Inc. I don't want them to have to worry about whether or not the power bill can be paid or about operational stuff. Let's just get rid of that this evening. Let's take care of it. Let's raise the money. So do it, and I'll get back to you through the evening how we're doing. You will also, that link is going to stay live. You'll be able to do it later too, but let's have some fun and do it tonight. And then finally, at the conclusion of the program, if you have been invited to join a table, there's a little link down there that says put your table number in. You should have received an email today that had your table number in it. So go to that link, put your table number, and go visit for just a few minutes with the people in attendance. And I believe you'll be able to see them virtually on your computer screen who's at your table. So I invite you. It's Saturday evening. For the next few minutes, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. You don't have anywhere to go. It's okay to have a glass of wine. I really firmly believe that Jesus would not have turned water into wine if he didn't mean for us to drink it. So just let yourself escape the negative news that all you have to do is turn the TV on to see. Allow yourself to be inspired, encouraged, lifted up, and even to be hopeful for the future of the world. That, for me, does it. That is time well spent. It is now my pleasure to present two of my favorite people, the honorary chairpersons of this great gala, Spencer and Cindy Gerard, who truly live their lives to do good for others.
Cindy and I are thrilled to be here with you to celebrate Girls Incorporated's 7th annual Strong, Smart, and Bold event. We've been involved with this organization for many years because their mission to inspire girls to be strong, smart, and bold is both vital for our community and close to our hearts.
Thank you for joining us tonight for the first Girls Inc. virtual gala, which promises to be a memorable and enchanting evening. You will be inspired and moved by the stories of our girls, past and present.
Tonight, we encourage you to open your hearts and, yes, your wallets to help support Girls Inc. so that today's and tomorrow's leaders continue to be strong, smart, and bold.
Hi, I'm Kaya Sanks. I'm 15 years old. I go to George Washington Carver High School. I started Girls Inc. when I was coming from 7th grade and going to 8th grade. I got involved in Girls Inc. when they came to my school and talked about a Eureka program. And they said it involves them, and that's just something I enjoy. So I was like, yay, and I put in the application for it. Next thing you know, I'm here, and they gave me a scholarship to come here. And I'm just so grateful and thankful for that. They've helped me come out of my shell a bit. I used to be really shy. People here, they treat me like family, and they've taught me how to love people just for being themselves, and just gave me a new outlook on opportunities and careers and jobs, and they just helped me grow as a person. Ms. Rika and Ms. Janae are some people I really look up to at Girls Inc. Ms. Rika went out of her way to come get me my first year when I ain't had no transportation. Ms. Janae helped me on some of the projects she gave me when I was struggling trying to get the coding and stuff for my internship this year. She helped me, she didn't yell at me, she was very calm about it, and she was very sweet about it. And I respect both of them ladies for that. My favorite memories here at Girls Inc. is my first day. I came here, saw a bunch of new faces, and I'm shy. I sat by myself, and one of the girls just offered me a seat. She's very nice, and we are still friends to this day. The events in my life that have made me the person I am is losing my grandmother. When I lost her, I was very sad, and I was thinking about all the things she would miss me doing, like graduating and all that. And I want her to look down, and I want to be very proud of me as a person. That's why I try to carry myself with pride and respect. I want to be successful. Make her proud, and make myself proud, and make my family proud. An obstacle I've had to overcome is losing my dad, because I wanted him to see me grow up and do all these things, these big things that I had planned. And just losing him, made me very sad. But I know he's looking down, and I'm gonna make him proud. I'm on the dance team at Carver. Carver, they got a good band. You gotta dance in front of like thousands of people. And that's a big feat for me, because as I said, I'm shy, and I get shy around certain people. And I had stage fright. I had stage fright my first time. I was crying, but I got over it. Girls Inc. has helped me grow into a better person today. They showed me a lot of great young women around me, showed me different job opportunities, taught me how to carry myself as a young lady. Thank you so much, Girls Inc., for inspiring me to be strong, smart, and bold. Without you, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Okay, seriously, did y'all not just fall in love with Kaya Sanks? That bright, beautiful face. Though she has suffered loss in her young life, she has been surrounded by loving support at Girls Inc. from day one. She shared that with us. They treated her like family. The staff even picked her up when she couldn't get there, and what I love the most is she said, and they held her accountable to do what she should do, not only at Girls Inc., but in school. They were doing the same thing for her, for Kaya, that they would do for their very own children. She also said, I wouldn't be the person I am today if it weren't for Girls Inc. Kaya, I want you to know that there is not one person listening tonight, including me, that isn't just wishing that they had your vibrant, charming personality and ability to articulate so beautifully and so eloquently. You're a doll. You definitely have it going on. Girls Inc. has a rich history and an exciting future. Let's hear about both, beginning with Leslie Dudley, who is the current chair of the Girls Inc. board.
am honored to welcome each of you to the 7th anniversary of Girls Inc.'s Strong, Smart, and Bold fundraising event. While the COVID-19 pandemic has prompted us to hold this event in a very different way, I've been completely amazed at how our community has come together in so many ways to continue to support the Chattahoochee Valley. We are an unmatched group of people. We are strong, we are innovative, and we take care of each other. I am so excited that we get the chance to share our girls' gifts with you today. If you do only one thing tonight, I challenge you to take the time to listen to our girls. Learn what we do to support and develop them. Please carefully consider in your heart making a donation. Together, we can inspire our girls to be strong, smart, and bold. Girls Inc. has an amazing history in our community. Our organization was founded in 1952, 68 years ago. We became a United Way partner 67 years ago, just 1 year later. Can you believe 40 of those years, Ms. Dorothy Hyatt served as executive director? The legacy she has left to so many girls is absolutely unmatched. She knew all their names and their parents' names. In the year 2000, she opened a fully equipped Baker Center along with a sports complex that was dedicated as the Claude Scarborough Memorial Complex. In 2017, we renamed our other center as the Dorothy Hyatt Center in honor of Ms. Hyatt's 40-year legacy to our organization. I would like to take a moment to recognize our very first board president, Mrs. Flo Jean Sears. She is the founding mother of our organization, and I can only hope that this event paints a picture of the love that she poured into Girls Inc., and that love continues to flow. We serve about 1,300 girls at our two centers and in 10 out of 13 middle schools in Muskogee County. We are creating virtual ways that girls can engage with us. We proceeded with summer camp, following CDC guidelines, of course. We are entering an exciting new era in our history. We have a new executive director. I am thrilled to announce Mrs. Arlene Charles. Ms. Charles comes to us from the YWCA of Greater Atlanta, where she served as the Chief Operating Officer. She has vast experience leading a nonprofit organization, managing finances, infrastructure, human resources, and articulating impacts and results. Without further ado, I am thrilled to announce our first African-American Executive Director, Arlene Charles, to the Columbus community. I have no doubt under her leadership, she will make our community better, and she will, without a doubt, inspire our girls to be strong, smart, and bold. Welcome, Arlene.
Good evening. Thank you, Leslie, for your warm welcome. My name is Arlene Charles, and it is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you all tonight to celebrate the achievements of our alumni and to memorialize two strong, smart, and bold women, Miss Flo Jean Sears and Miss Priscilla Zellner, who dedicated their service to ensuring that girls could thrive regardless of their socioeconomic status. I'd also like to recognize Miss Dorothy Hyatt for her lifelong commitment to Girls Inc., serving as the organization's executive director for 40 years. We would not be here without you. I am excited that you tuned in tonight to hear the impact of Girls Inc. in our community, and I hope you are as excited as I am to hear from alumni who will share their unique Girls Inc. experiences and journey. As I considered my remarks this evening and considered the lost lives and suffering that has impacted many of our fellow citizens, one passage continued to come to mind. Jeremiah 29:11. I am grounded by my faith that our lives have purpose. While we may not understand why a situation exists, there is a plan for our purpose, and we must remain hopeful. It is with that hopefulness that I serve to ensure that girls who depend on our presence, attend and benefit from our programs, have a safe, enjoyable place to learn, grow, and thrive. During these unprecedented times, and now more than ever, Girls Inc. understands where we can make the biggest impact, and that is to be here for families when they need us the most. Through our continued service this summer, nearly 200 girls were able to participate in programs that help strengthen their minds, body, and spirit. Parents who had to go into work could rely on our presence, knowing that their daughters were safe and happy. I'm sure this brought a sense of calm in the eye of the storm. While the future is uncertain, I am certain that Girls Inc. of Columbus and Phenix-Russell is ready, willing, and able, with your support, to chart a steady course through both in-person and virtual programs with the assurance that the same high-quality programs are delivered. As we prepare and adapt to our new normal, we will ensure that it does not place girls' achievement and health further behind. We are poised and ready to help all girls, and particularly those from underrepresented communities, explore their universal talent and leverage future opportunities. Our team of staff and facilitators are enthusiastically going above and beyond to deliver quality programming, and for that, I thank each one of them. Our board's commitment to supporting our organization provides the steady leadership needed to navigate challenging circumstances, and for that, I am most appreciative. And to our sponsors, donors, volunteers, and supporters, it is your generosity and commitment in support of our mission over the years that has propelled us forward with the belief that we can continue to inspire girls for many years to come to be strong, smart, and bold. Next, let's hear from some of our amazing alumni about how Girls Inc. has made an impact in their lives.
I'm Latoya Bell, and I am a Girls Inc. alumna. And today, because of Girls Inc., I'm a criminal defense attorney in Warner Robins, Georgia. My journey with Girls Inc. over the years started again when I was 6 years old. As I got older and entered the teen group, we started to go to the Baker Center for the summer theater program. Girls Inc. opened up new possibilities for me by showing me that I could be strong, smart, and bold, by increasing my ability to speak in front of crowds, and also just taking me different places that I'd never been. We'd gone on several different field trips. The Girls Inc. staff really made an impact on my life, and in particular, Miss Ruby, who was our theater director. She could do anything, and I mean anything. If you gave her $20 and some duct tape, we would have a set for our next play. And she just went above and beyond, her and our executive director at the time, Dorothy Hyatt, to do special things for the girls. Any types of strings that they could pull for us, they would certainly do it. Miss Ruby in particular went above and beyond to get me into the Springer Opera House summer program, where I could learn extra skills for theater. And without her, I would not have been able to afford or be a part of that program. And she got me a scholarship to go to that program, and I'm forever grateful. I experienced from Girls Inc. a diversity that I'd never experienced anywhere else, and I don't think I could have gotten it anywhere else at such a young age. I think that it's important through your tender years to expose children to different types of girls and different backgrounds and diversities. And Girls Inc. did that for me, and I don't think I would have gotten that anywhere else. The skills that I learned at Girls Inc. that I still use today to support my legal profession is public speaking, first and foremost, and learning how to use my voice to convey the message that I intend to convey to the audience that I'm speaking to. And I still use that today as I'm talking to juries during trials. Even in my arguments to different judges, I use those public speaking skills. People should donate to Girls Inc. because it teaches girls to be citizens of their communities in a way that will make them contributing members of society, that will make them women who go to the top, women who excel, women who stand out in the crowd. And we know that the future is female. And so donating to Girls Inc. will put that at the forefront and put forth the magic that girls have innately in themselves. I do not think that my life would have been the same today had I not had the Girls Inc. experience. I have learned so much and garnered so much and been cultivated in ways that I never would have been had I not attended Girls Inc. This girl did.
What a lovely tribute to Miss Flo Jean Sears. She was such a passionate supporter of Girls Inc. all of her life, just a believer in everything they did and everything they were about. Such a lovely person. I want to give a warm welcome to Arlene Charles to our community. We're so happy to have you here, and we really look forward to the impact you're going to have on the girls at Girls Inc. and on our community with your experience and with your passion and your commitment to young girls. So welcome. And oh my goodness, the first Girls Inc. alumna we've met this evening, LaToya Simone Bell, Esquire. Okay, yes, this girl did. Now, I want to just say something to a little offline. This is a sidebar, LaToya, to you. And that is that sometimes my life, even though I don't try for this to happen, but resembles a country music song. So I've never been arrested, and I don't plan to commit a crime and get arrested. So if I ever did get arrested, it would be, of course, falsely. But just in case, would you mind private messaging me your cell number so I can put you on speed dial should I ever need you, okay? Thank you for being such a fabulous representative of Girls Inc. And your comment about that you're pretty sure that your life wouldn't have ended up where it has without Girls Inc. is a very powerful statement. And as we've already heard that earlier this evening from young Kaya Saints, who currently is going there. This is an organization that impacts people's lives and impacts the future of this world. Now, I'll get serious again. It's time for us to do a quick update on our $60,000 goal. Let's see how we're doing. Hey, yay, $41,525. You guys are doing awesome. We're knocking it out. So keep it going. We do want you to know we appreciate every donation. We just ask you give from your heart, and every donation is important. Every donation is valuable, and together it all adds up. Together we can get the job done. Every year, Girls Inc. has an important program in the club where they recognize girls for achievement and from each of the centers. And this year, we are also including our newest honoree from Muskogee County Middle School. These honorees epitomize the true meaning of strong, smart, and bold, and they inspire others in Girls Inc. through their words and their actions to also strive to be strong, smart, and bold. This year, the awards have been renamed the Priscilla Zellner Awards in her honor, in Miss Priscilla's honor. The award recipients demonstrate a high degree of positive behavior, willingness to help without being asked, leadership at Girls Inc., active participation in all the programs of Girls Inc., and so importantly, acts of kindness to their peers. What fabulous values that they are teaching. So are you ready for some more inspiration? Let's meet this year's winner of the Strong, Smart, Bold Awards.
These honorees are girls who epitomize the true meaning of strong, smart, and bold, and they inspire others through both their words and their actions to be strong, smart, and bold as well.
Jaden, a 13-year-old 8th grader at Aaron Cone Middle School, has been a part of Girls Inc.'s school-based program since 7th grade and plans to continue participating throughout her teen years. Through the program, Jaden has been encouraged to be brave, confident, and learn, and to be proud of herself no matter what. Jaden expressed that she has suffered from anxiety in the past, but since she became a part of Girls Inc., her teachers have encouraged Jaden to overcome the things she is anxious about by being brave enough to be herself.
At Girls Inc., she learned how to always put her best foot forward and never be afraid to put herself out there for others to see. Having the chance to work with other girls her age, mentorship, and the programming taught her she is not alone. There are others just like her, and she can count on her Girls Inc. teachers and friends for help. Like many people in this pandemic, Olivia is making the best of a tough situation. Being at home has disrupted routines and meant responsibilities for school, helping her mother with chores and taking care of her younger sister. A member of Girls Inc. since 2012, Olivia has learned the power of good friends to help through difficult times. Olivia and her friends from Girls Inc. have kept in touch virtually, appreciating laughter and uplifting conversation to keep spirits high. Olivia knows that she will continue learning with Girls Inc. She's been inspired by guest speakers and challenged to chase her dreams and imagine the bright future that lies ahead. A veteran of Girls Inc., Akaya began in the program at 5 years old. Now an 8th grader at Richards Middle School, Akaya is active in dance and drama. Applying the lessons she's learned at Girls Inc. is important to Akaya. She values being independent and hardworking in all her endeavors and still having fun. Being able to experience new things has also been a benefit from the Girls Inc. program. Her favorite Girls Inc. moment was being elected to travel to Washington, D.C. and spend the day with a congresswoman. Congratulations to all our winners. You are truly strong, smart, and bold.
Aren't they just great? Jaden, Olivia, and Akaya, congratulations to each of you. What a stellar achievement and a wonderful recognition from your peers and from the staff of Girls Inc. Each award recipient receives a trophy and a $500 scholarship to be used for post-secondary education or career plans. Your support makes these kinds of awards and grants possible for the girls. So we want to do one more quick update. We're going to pop back. We just did it a minute ago, but let's see where we are. All right, it's gone up, 42,900. Keep it up. Great job, everybody. So get ready for some more inspiration. We're going to meet some more alumni.
Hello, I am Dr. Princess Williams. I am a proud Girls Incorporated alumna, and I am currently a breast surgical oncologist in Mooresville, North Carolina, in private practice. I would like to say that Girls Incorporated has played a major part in placing me where I am today based upon all of the principles that are taught at Girls Incorporated, and I want to thank you all for this opportunity. I was probably about 9 or 10 when I started, and my sister, who was younger than me, she started, at the same time, but we got introduced into Girls Incorporated once again through our family, and once we started, it was a world of possibilities. We jumped right in, we took part in just about everything that was offered that summer at Girls Incorporated, and we continued that journey for many years up through high school. Some of the programs that Girls Incorporated offered were actually many, and we were actually able to engage in many of those, just as basic as learning different sewing techniques and things like that. So there were many things that we were able to do as far as, sewing classes. We obviously had gym classes, as well as things that enhanced your, scholastic abilities and scholastic aptitude during the summer, and just kind of, kept you revved up during the summer as well, just to keep that going. Towards the end of the summer, actually, there would always be some big play. And, we auditioned for the play, and there were all these different roles, and every summer it would be something different. But it was the highlight of our summer because that's when we were able to become actresses. And it was a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. We were able to obviously continue to engage with the other girls, as well as some of the girls from the other centers. So that was very, very enlightening. And it was a time where all of our family and friends could come, and we were on full display. So that's definitely something that stood out to me, and I absolutely enjoyed it. Girls Incorporated was a place where you were able to be free, be bold, smart, beautiful. They encouraged going to school and, finishing your education and things like that, especially on a collegiate level. And Girls Incorporated actually offered support in that as well. We were able to apply for scholarships through Girls Incorporated, which was absolutely phenomenal. I was a Girls Incorporated scholarship recipient, but there were several people who were, so it wasn't just one scholarship. There were different levels, there were different amounts, and any amount, received was obviously helpful. So that was one of the ways that Girls Incorporated gave back. And that is something that I know that every girl that has received a Girls Incorporated scholarship is definitely thankful for. This girl did. I grew up in a pretty dysfunctional home, but one that provided me a lot of love and support. My mom was a single mother, a Colombian mother, and she was such a hard worker and really wanted me to take advantage of all of the opportunities that are available here, and specifically in Georgia. And then my dad suffered because he had post-traumatic stress syndrome and was a veteran of the Army, and so had severe substance abuse issues. And as you can imagine, my home wasn't fun and it wasn't the best place to be. However, I was able to find that home at Girls Inc. And I always say it in every single time that I'm able to share about Girls Inc. I really am just thankful for the opportunity that it gave me to be supported. I'm so grateful because I can remember so many different times that different staff members showed up for me, whether that was in deaths in the family or whether that was in graduating and getting accepted to Yale. I was really appreciative because my staff members and even my community members were always so supportive. I work as an impact investor into clean tech companies and really think about sustainability and social impact every day. So it's really nice to have found a passion of mine and one that aligns with impact and a love of the world that I found with Girls Inc. My personal mission is to give back. So a couple of years ago, I remember realizing that as an alumni, because I wasn't close to Columbus and Phenix-Russell and the centers that I grew up in, I wanted to make sure that I was part of the Girls Inc. community. And because I was a national scholar during my time in high school, I was connected to Girls Inc. national staff. And so I reached out to one of the staff members that I had still remained in contact with, and I realized and voiced my position and how I wanted to get involved. I wanted to make sure that I was contributing to this incredible community that had given to me for so long. And we actually started an alumni task force. So that task force is still up and running. It has alumni, it has former staff members and current staff members, and we just really think about how we can engage alumni across the nation. And I'm really grateful because I really just truly adore this community, whether it's national or local. And I always try to make sure I stay in touch with those folks that really gave to me throughout my life. And I credit Girls Inc. for having given me the confidence to be able to believe in myself, to push issues that matter to me forward, and to really create community wherever I go. I'm so thankful that I was able to meet such different and incredible young women at such a young age, because I was able to really understand the beauty of difference and the beauty of community. And so I consider my core values of gratitude, of generosity, of faith, of community as ones that Girls Inc. gave to me. And I only wish that I can teach these to my children and to future young women that I'll work with at Girls Inc. as well, because they're important. And I really strongly believe that Girls Inc. made me a strong, smart, and bold woman. And I hope to live out that mission for the rest of my life. This girl did.
Haven't you enjoyed meeting these incredible women and hearing how Girls Inc. impacted their lives? This is what Girls Inc. is known for in our community, for inspiring and empowering girls, instilling confidence, which is so critically important, and so that they can find their own voice and pursue their education and their dreams. The incomparable Adriana Imbes Figaro beautiful, and articulate. Found a home at Girls Inc. They've all mentioned the word home at Girls Inc. She's grateful that she had for the opportunity to be supported there. Certainly pursued her education at Yale and now is a wonderful environmentalist, positively impacting the world. But what I love most is her personal mission, Adriana's personal mission, to give back. She's living her life to pay it forward no matter where she is. And how grateful she is she's not here in Columbus anymore, but she's a part of this event tonight because this organization is so close to her heart, and she understands the value that it plays in girls' lives, and she wants to continue doing that. So thank you so much, Adriana, for joining us this evening. And then the, again, articulate Dr. Princess Williams, breast surgical oncologist. Girls Inc. played a major role, she said, in placing her where she is today. Another theme that you have heard. So I have to say, yes, these girls, these alumna did it. And the strong, smart, bold part, don't you think these three, the doctor, the lawyer, and the environmentalist, they got the smart part covered? I think they got that one nailed. And just so you also know, the doctor and the lawyer are sisters. So both smart, strong, and bold. Okay, let's see if we've done anything since our last update. Pop up the numbers. Let's take a look at them. Okay, 45, 550. We're closing in. Remember, our goal is 60,000. We need to push that red line further. But so how fabulous this is. What a great response. Thank you all so much for this. It's time for us to present a very special award. This is the biggest award of the year at Girls Inc. The honoree is awarded a scholarship to attend Columbus Technical College, where she will continue her education. Please meet Priscilla Zellner, Girl of the Year, the Priscilla Zellner Award Girl of the Year for 2020, Ayanna Torbett.
For 4 years, Girls Inc. has been a place of refuge for 17-year-old rising senior Ayanna Torbett. After the devastating loss of their mother, she and her sister needed a nurturing environment, understanding their sensitive emotional state and encouragement to continue learning and thriving to succeed in life. Girls Inc. was the answer. Not knowing how to express her grief, Ayanna initially had some challenges and acted out. She now credits Girls Inc. with her improved behavior, and she sees a bright future for herself, including studying law. Before Girls Inc., Ayanna thought she was doomed to a life of trouble and possible incarceration, but the one-on-one talks and advice from mother figures at the Baker Center have made all the difference in the world. Programming offered by Girls Inc. has positively impacted her. She appreciates experiencing activities such as college and careers, Project Cookie Jar, sponsored by TSIS, and other teen-related activities along with her peers. Like many girls, Ayanna is curious about life beyond high school. Girls Inc. has exposed her to resume writing, practice interviewing, and learning about careers. Congratulations to Ayanna Torbett, winner of the Priscilla Zellner Award, Strong, Smart, and Bold Girl of the Year for 2020.
Girls Inc. is an incredible place to be. Thank you for supporting Girls Inc.
My name is Dorothy Hyatt, and I am honored to offer a tribute for Mrs. Priscilla Zellner, or Miss Priscilla, our beloved at Girls Inc. Miss Priscilla started working for Girls Inc. in May of 2001. She was hired as a program assistant, but I immediately knew that we had found ourselves a star. She was a bright light. One of the things that I remember so well about her work, and she played many roles, was that she worked with the Marshall Movers program. We received a grant from the city to work with girls from the housing communities that also attended Marshall Middle School. There was an immediate bond with Miss Priscilla and these 15 girls, and it was born out of love and respect and trust. She laughed with them. They confided in her. She taught them values like honesty and loyalty and respect for others and themselves. She taught them economic literacy. She taught them to love themselves. And I guarantee you, although it's been over 10 years since Miss Priscilla did her miracle work with these girls, they all remember her name, and they understand the importance, the impact she made on their lives. I was talking to Coach McKee, and he reminded me of Priscilla's work with the jump rope program. He said, you know, Miss Hyatt, I love that you let me borrow her for the jump rope program, because when we went to competitions, whether they were local or state or national, she was gonna make sure those girls were styled right. They were well groomed, they were stylish, everything had to match. And he said, you know, win, lose, or draw, they were gonna be the best dressed girls on the court. I remember when Miss Priscilla came up to me and she said, you know, Miss Hyatt, I want to do something bigger. She wanted to get a BS degree and she wanted to do something bigger. And I said, go for it. I'll help you anywhere I can. But you have to understand, she had 3 children and she was working full time at that point. And so she went about her business and she started on this degree. And I remember her children. She was a wonderful, engaged mom. And she had Courtney and Desiree and Cameron. And she didn't miss a tick with those kids, nor with her mom. She was so sweet and helpful with her mom. She was a great multitasker. I will never forget the huge smile on her face when she came up to me and she said, I finished, I did it. She was so self-satisfied. And in 2016, a job came open at the Cobb Center. We really didn't need to interview, but we did. She was just so perfect for that job. She just was spot on. Her staff adored her. They adored her. And you can hardly talk to them without bringing tears to their eyes, because she was a great leader. She made them feel valued and she made them feel respected and important. Everybody's birthday, every staff's birthday, she had a home-cooked meal and a cake. And you know what? Miss Priscilla worked just as hard as they did. And that's what made her such a great leader. You know, I was right. I was right. We found a star. And her light still shines at Girls Incorporated, leading us to do bigger and better things. She was a wonderful woman, and we were just blessed to have her in our presence. We love you. We thank you for your service, and you are missed, Miss Priscilla. And now we will have a special song by Olivia Garcia in honor of Miss Flo and Miss Priscilla.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the 4th, the 5th, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Her faith was strong, but she needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you so much for supporting Girls Inc.
Wasn't it wonderful to hear from our former executive director, Dorothy Hyde? That sweet, kind heart of Dorothy's, you know that everything she says is so genuine, and her love and appreciation and respect for Miss Priscilla comes through loud and clear. Dorothy, thank you for painting such a vivid picture of her for all of us. What a great role model she was for the girls and for the other staff members and for you. And your comment about the staff and the girls adored her. And she was such a great leader. And she was such a great leader because she made people feel important and respected. That's a lesson for all of us to take away tonight. Her light does indeed still shine at Girls Inc. and is still continuing to lead you on to do bigger and better things, as you said. Girls Inc. was certainly blessed to have Miss Priscilla. And Ayanna, congratulations to you. This is a very prestigious award. You're starting out young, achieving a lot here. There is much, much success ahead for you, my dear. And Olivia Garcia, I don't know if you realized it before tonight, but you just made your national debut on the stage singing one of my favorite songs, Hallelujah, and a cappella, no less. Yes, folks, all of these girls did it, and they've done it all their lives. They certainly did it tonight. Thank you to each and every one of you for sharing with us from your hearts what our investment in Girls Inc. helps to bring about. Such a fabulous organization. This staff cannot be commended enough. They just cannot be commended enough. Okay, let's take a peek and see how we're doing. 46,475, way to go. We're on our way. We're not quite there yet. Now we can continue to give, so remember that. You can continue to, even after the broadcast, because some people didn't want to do it during the middle of the show. So we are very confident that we're going to get to our goal, but very generous hearts tonight. Thank you all so very much. If you've been invited to join a table tonight, you were sent an email that had your table number on it. So look down below and you'll see the link where you're supposed to put your number in there. So do that, and it's going to take you to that table, and you can spend a few minutes conversing with some of the other folks who were at the gala tonight. Now, Oz just showed me a picture of a couple of his friends that just sent him a picture that he didn't know were watching, and they're dressed up. They dressed for a gala, and so I hope they're enjoying their wine. I hope everybody had fun tonight. What a neat way to do this. I feel like I'm so charged up. I'm so motivated, and I am so hopeful for what I have seen tonight. And I think you will all agree that was time well spent. We hope to see you all again at next year's event, and who knows, it may be in person and virtual both. I think this is a whole new world that we have just entered. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for your generosity, your generous and kind hearts. God bless, and take care.